I've always believed in hard work, sacrificing sleep, weekends, and even my sanity to keep life afloat. It's how my parents raised me. Family comes first, and as the eldest, I was expected to step up. So when my parents came to me, practically begging for help with my younger sister Ashley, I didn't hesitate. They claimed they were drowning financially, that college was too expensive, and that Ashley's scholarships barely made a dent. They insisted they had exhausted all their options, and if I didn't step in, Ashley's future would be ruined. "Please," my mom said one night, her voice trembling. "She needs this. You're the only one who can help her." And like a fool, I believed them. For the next year and a half, I worked tirelessly, overtime, double shifts, freelance gigs, doing whatever it took to scrape together enough to pay for Ashley's tuition, books, and even her meal plan. My own life took a hit. I downgraded my apartment, skipped social events, and lived on instant noodles to make ends meet. But I told myself it was worth it. Family comes first, right? Ashley, meanwhile, seemed oblivious to the sacrifices I was making. She showed up at family dinners, flaunting the latest gadgets, designer bags, and trendy clothes. At first, I thought, maybe she's just great at finding deals. But then she walked in with the newest iPhone, the just-released kind. "Hey, how do you afford that?" I asked casually. "Oh," she said, flipping her hair. "My new boyfriend got it for me. He's super generous." I brushed it off. Ashley always had a knack for attracting boyfriends who spoiled her. But as the weeks went on, she kept showing off even pricier stuff, high-end headphones, a smartwatch, and another designer bag. I joked, "Your boyfriend must be loaded." "Yeah, something like that," she replied with a smirk. I wanted to believe it. I needed to believe it. But something wasn't adding up. One evening, after an exhausting double shift, I came home to hear laughter echoing from the kitchen. My parents and Ashley were there, their voices carefree and light. It was a sound I hadn't heard in years. And then, clear as day, Ashley said, "Honestly, it's hilarious. We haven't spent a dime on school, and he's out there killing himself for it." I froze. My dad chuckled. "Well, it's not like we could tell him about the extra money. He'd lose his mind." Ashley laughed. "Exactly. He thinks I'm dating a rich guy. Meanwhile, I'm getting $1,000 a week. Life has never been better." I couldn't breathe. My mind raced. $1,000 a week? My heart pounded as I stormed into the kitchen. The laughter died instantly. They all froze, their faces shifting between shock, guilt, and worst of all, annoyance. "What the hell did I just hear?" I demanded. No one answered. My mom and dad exchanged uneasy glances, and Ashley stared at the floor, suddenly fascinated by her shoes. "You've been giving her $1,000 a week," I said, my voice rising, "while I've been killing myself to pay for her school. Are you serious?" My dad cleared his throat. "We were going to tell you—" "When?" I snapped. "After I dropped dead from exhaustion?" Ashley finally spoke up. "Okay, calm down. It's not a big deal. It's not like you're broke or anything." "Not a big deal?" I repeated, laughing bitterly. "I sold my car, Ashley. I've been living on instant noodles. And you think this isn't a big deal?" My mom tried to soothe things. "We didn't mean for it to happen like this. We just didn't want to burden you." "Burden me?" I said, incredulous. "You lied to me. You made me think I was the only one who could help her." That was it. Something inside me snapped. "I'm done," I said, my voice ice cold. "I'm done paying for Ashley's school, done being your cash cow. Figure it out yourselves." They tried to protest, but I wouldn't hear it. I left the house, put a hold on Ashley's tuition payments, and froze the joint account they had been using to fund her shopping sprees. The fallout was immediate. My parents bombarded me with calls, accusing me of ruining Ashley's future. Ashley herself showed up at my apartment, furious. "You're just going to screw me over like this?" she demanded. I looked her in the eye and said, "I didn't screw you over. You did that all by yourself." Weeks passed. I began rebuilding my life, free from their manipulations. But just as I started to breathe again, Ashley called me with a chilling warning. "They're trying to take out a loan in your name," she said. I felt my stomach drop. Sure enough, when I checked my credit report, there was an inquiry from a bank I didn't recognize. Furious, I confronted my parents. "You stole from me again?" I yelled. "We were desperate," my mom sobbed. "Desperate?" I shot back. "You always have an excuse, but this is it. I'm done with you, for good." I filed a fraud report, ensuring their loan application was denied. It hurt to cut them off completely, but sometimes, even family crosses a line you can't come back from. Months later, Ashley sent me a letter. In it, she apologized, admitting her role in the betrayal. She explained how seeing me stand up for myself made her realize how much she'd let our parents control her too. She even dropped out of college temporarily, got a job, and started paying me back. It wasn't easy to forgive her, but over time, she earned back my trust. We rebuilt our relationship, not as saviors and dependent, but as siblings on equal footing. As for my parents, I haven't looked back. Sometimes walking away is the only way to truly move forward. What would you do in my situation? Could you forgive such betrayal, or would you cut ties for good? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more jaw-dropping stories like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You won't believe what's coming next.